Welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. Today is 6th of March 2024. My name is Adam Rosman. I will be your host. I think we can skip the introductions. Yeah, I don't see any newcomers. And then we can continue with the reminder. So please remember that the meeting is recorded. If you would like to have the project, feel free to filter for the help wanted label across the whole GitHub organization, and or by following this link in the meeting document. Or if you think that you would like to add your organization as an adopter, that would benefit us a lot, then please just create a PR and modify the adopters.md file in the root of the Metal3 community repo. You can follow the link, and yeah, that would be a great help. If you are interested about the statistics for the project, just feel free to check out Quay, Jenkins, Clo, DevStats, all of these. If you feel that you push the PR and you have tests failing, but you think the failure is not relevant for your change or not related to your change, then please create an issue for the relevant repository, and then tag the issue or link the issue to this Metal3 CI tracker project on the right side on the project, and you create the issue, and then folks who are working on the CI will be able to track that issue and help you more efficiently. Yeah, other than that, feel free to read about the OpenSSF evaluation, this year's team meetup document that outlines our main topics for the year, and the 2024 Contrib Fest issues are all, I think part of them are available, but not all of them. Actually, we agreed that we will keep the new ones in draft mode because people started to pick them up, and if community picks up too much, then we can't present them on the event. Yeah, but that's all about the reminders. Is there anyone who would like to update us about the Ironic Scalability Working Group?
Well, there is nothing regarding the changes on sushi tools. Still waiting for review.
Okay. If nothing else, then the first discussion topic is from Dimitri.
Yeah, thank you, folks. It's mostly just a heads up. We are finally no longer running with Ironic Inspector by default. It's turned off to post in BMO scripts and in Ironic Image. The code itself in Ironic Image has not been removed yet. I must admit we're a bit slow downstream with its removal, but I promise you we will remove it soon. Once we figure out that everything is running smoothly without it, and we can update downstream too. Other than that, there is a documentation update. It could be a bit rough at this point. We'll probably have to do several passes because I really had to do a lot of changes to different places, as you can see on screen. But please review that, and if anything is missing, let me know, and I can fix it, or you can fix it. Then just keep documentation up to date. And that's all for me. Thank you everyone who have been helping with reviews, with CI fixes, and with your guidance on this topic. I'm really happy that it has happened.
Dimitri, and thanks for everyone who was involved in this removal process. I think that's a great improvement. Is there any questions or other issues related to this removal from anyone? Okay, then the next one is from me. It's just a heads up, like I sent it on the Slack also. It's just for the community to have a summary of what MetaCube related events you can expect on the KubeCon in 2 weeks, and Lightning Talk, the Country Fest, and the kiosk opening times. So feel free to check it out. I know Leonard and Adil are working behind the scenes on the material for these events. So thanks you, folks. Yeah, is there any question related to the event from MetaCube perspective? Okay, then we can go with others topic. Adil, are you here? I see you in the.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Good.
So we did the batch release this week for respective spotted branches of KPM3, IPM, and BMO. Also, we did this one in the Zoom meeting, and we will also do the next releases in the Zoom meeting, and we will inform the community when we were doing it, probably later evening in the day and in the morning. Morning in the day, and in the evening we can do the releases, so anyone can join and also help us with the process. This is just to other members are aware of how we are doing these batch releases, and they can also join the release team if they want. Yeah, that's mostly it. What I wanted to share with you.
Thanks, Adil. Yeah, I think it's a good initiative that we make this release process a bit more public, not just for the members of the release team. Are you planning to record it?
Yes, we tried to record it yesterday, but I didn't have the key for it. It was asking for the this 2FM.
Yeah.
But next time we will make sure to record it.
Okay, sure. Then it will be uploaded. That time we will make a new playlist, and then all the release processes will be there, or the individual release events. Cool. Is there any question related to this? Okay, then we were quick with the discussion topics. Anything else you would like to add or ask before we start with the triaging? We don't have that many triaging topics, but a few, only a few. No, then okay, we can go with the triaging. I started a bit some pre-triaging, but not much because I was quite busy. Let's see. We have the E2E unclear errors coming from this Comongo. Is this the one, Dimitri, that you were talking about on the Slack also?
Yeah, that's the one. I just created a flake track of them, so it's not just my complaints on Slack, because that happened to me on 2 different patches several times already. But it definitely goes away if you retry enough times. So I don't see any logic behind it, and any ideas are welcome. I may get to debugging it at some point, but not right now. I have a few things I need to finish, unfortunately. And I also don't know Go well enough, to be honest.
I think I have hit it also. Something similar, but I will accept it. I've seen this happening for folks. Cool, thanks. Then there is a E2E log set logger was never called. No, it's not here. So what does this say? Okay, this is basically just some syntax problem, or more like the output is a bit dirty. Try to zoom in. Yeah. Well, that's quite clear. This is happening again. But this is I think a good beginner. What was the label?
I believe slash help, or which one do you have in mind?
The good first issue. Yeah, slash help is, yeah, and I will put that the good first issue.
We can also put it to the KubeCon Contrib Fest dashboard, although it has quite a few items already, but maybe
Yeah,
somebody picks this.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, fun fact, yesterday I checked, there are at least 40 participants now in the attendance list. I don't know how many of those will actually attend but yeah, we will, if all the 40 of the people who already like put it on their list will attend, then we will need quite a lot of tasks. Cool. No, isn't it? Why isn't it changing? Image. No, is it? Why is it? Oh, I see. I have to do it again. Interesting. It has conflicted with my manual label change. Okay. Then we have a bump cert manager. Yeah. Okay, this is just a version update, and for the country fest again. Not much to do here. Cluster install failed. I think this will be an actual issue. I have seen this in the past. I know there was a lot of discussion about it. I completely forgot what was the discussion on this provider, setting the provider ID. It might have been multiple different bugs during the years that caused this. Pitfalls. Okay, we have cluster and Capcom 3 versions. It is quite new. So have any of you seen this recently with the new versions? Okay, then I don't know if we should accept it because this is new PMH by PMI. Okay, let's ask for some more information. We need a bit more logs on this. Yep. What else should I ask? Is there anything? I think for starters. Oh, okay. Oh.
The cloud, you need to know about the serial logs.
Yeah. What other resources are there? There are the cluster, the M3M, the BMH, machine deployment, right? Mm. Was there some data about the size? Or how many? Yeah, I will put there some more info if I don't forget it. This, okay. Nice. Configuration generation, init container, extract configuration. Yeah, I get it, but
It's probably not something we should try to decide right now. I'd be really happy to chat with you and Leonard during KubeCon and maybe roll that into a larger discussion of how MetalCube is going to look in a few years, taking account our running standalone operators, this proposal, and other things.
yeah.
I suggest we go trashed and just plan to meet maybe during maybe when we have the stand. Maybe the people are there, or I don't know. Also catch Ricardo and whoever is interested.
Yeah, there was a discussion already in the thread. If you scroll down, there's like some comments there, a lot of comments there. But I think, as Dimitri said, this is probably like this needs to be discussed separately, not definitely now or like during a meeting. It takes some time, and it's like a big architectural change, so needs to be planned well.
Yeah. It certainly intersects a lot with the ironic operator.
It does,
And,
yeah.
And I'm also a bit like thinking, just thinking out loud before we would go into, or without going into more detailed discussion, just that, is there something that might be sensitive for this? So that, is there something that cannot take configuration from a common from the shared directory? Because if there's any component that can take configuration from there. Like we can't reference that path for that component, then it wouldn't work. Okay, but yeah, this is another last thing that I'm thinking that should we approve it though? I mean, we have to discuss this further.
I mean, it's a valid proposal, right? In the sense that it's well formatted, it's targeting the right project. Although there's no reason why we cannot quote accept it. That's not a commitment to do it.
Yeah.
Just a recognition that this looks valid.
Yeah. Then I think this is actually has this also. Yeah, nothing else. Good. Oh yeah, well, I read this. It's quite dense, and Stephen already replied here. So basically, it's a kind of valid concern that we are only supporting just a subset of the bond interfaces that we could support, bond interface configuration options that we could support. But the reason is that different network backends act differently, and then we nowadays started to use the same format, like the same network config resources for the pre-provisioning network data, and there we are even more limited because there we only use not the generic cloud init bond interface bond interfaces, but I believe just a subset that is allowed by the cloud init OpenStack network data format. So Stephen linked here or was it Stephen or was the original? Yeah, no, Stephen linked here this. So this is what cloud init supports, but for example, during pre-provisioning, we and yeah, just during pre-provisioning, I don't think we have even like very small number of this that we actually can support. I don't think that the OpenStack format has all of this, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I seem to remember a way shorter list when I was looking for references that what can we put into that JSON file. Anyways, the feature is, I mean, the criticism is legitimate. What was the conclusion here? Yeah, that we already discussed this during during the meetup, and we actually want to make a more flexible network config, like network config ecosystem, or I don't know how to say it, but more plug and play, as Steven said. So it might be not it's similar to what we have now with that with Leonard's ironic configuration proposal, that this ties into a much bigger task that we are already doing in the community. But now actually, like we would add bond meme on, and then consider them one by one, but we are already doing that. Like we are considering this one by one. We actually also got another issue where people found it problematic that we actually not adding default variable for one of these. You know, I think this is fine. It's kind of well explained here. What we would need some, yeah. I will just summarize.
There's a comment in the chat that asks you to zoom in a bit.
Okay. Okay. We'll slowly just scroll over this in a zoomed in mode for the record. It was too small, but that should be fine. What else do we have? And I think this was this one was the last that we checked during last week. Was there? No, there was no feedback, and that was all the. Yes, yes. Okay, I think we are done with the ones that were waiting for triage. I will zoom in much more then. Let's check the stairs. Not many of these. Okay, if a flake is stale, I will leave it stale. So I won't even check that. Will go away if no one has problems with that. If command has password, sudo check. I like the sentence. Tomo, it was yours. Do you remember that have we fixed it or not? Or
No, we have not done anything good. It's a bit problematic to fix or non-trivial, so.
okay, then this will stay. Yeah, to get power state for node IPMI. Okay, this is an ancient one and communication has broke down and it's quite hard to debug these without seeing the system and all the information. So it will go away. Node use automated clearing mode implementations. There was a lot of discussion and work and whatnot for this, and this is actually implemented at the end. Uh, is anyone who knows anything about this? What happened with this? Because I remember a lot of discussion about this, but then was there a PR or anything? I don't remember. Okay, so this is the important part actually. Okay, this can go away then. Cool. Okay. That was over the stale and that ones that we need to triage. Zoom out a little bit just. Okay, is there any other questions, problems, or things you would like to discuss? We are at the end of the triaging. Let me check quickly the chat because I usually miss the chat messages.
We
Okay.
discussed about canceling the community meeting for the KubeCon week and announce it beforehand.
What? Sorry, I didn't understand.
The canceling the community meeting during the KubeCon week.
Oh no, good idea. Yeah, I think a lot of us will be there. So, and then I know that on downstream for us there are also a lot of work. So I assume there would be a very little audience here on the meeting. So is there anyone who's against canceling the meeting? And this is the week of 18 to 24. So that would be the meeting on the 20th of this month. So 2 weeks from now. If there are no objections, I will send an email at some point today or tomorrow and let you know that we cancel that. Okay, so if there are nothing else, I will. I thank you for your time and attendance, and let's meet next week. And until then, have a great weekend and see you then. Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye,
thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
bye.
Bye.